Hey Cancerians, I hope that you're doing well. I thought I would do just a general reading for you guys, see how things are going. Of course, it's not going to resonate for everybody. I won't bore you with the spiel. Let's see what we got for the Cancerians, please, Spirit. What have you got? What's going on for my beautiful Cancerians? Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. It can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Of course, there you are trying to be strong, trying to do everything on your own. The Spirit's saying, you know what? Let somebody else do something. Yeah, look at surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. And surrender your need to always be right, but that's in reverse. Okay. I'm kind of getting this feeling like it's not that you want to be right, hence this is coming up in reverse, but maybe you're just stubborn in the way that you do things. And maybe you're one of those people that you feel like if you don't do it, then it just doesn't get done or it doesn't get done properly. So you may continue to do everything on your own. You feel tense, you feel stressed out. And what Spirit is saying is maybe others don't pitch in voluntarily, but perhaps it's your turn to just let things sit for a little while instead of feeling like you have to do everything, right? What is this support and love? Beautiful. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles. That is loving, nurturing energy right there. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Perhaps it's a mother figure or a sister or a friend or a lover for that matter. And I think that they want to help. They want to offer their support. Sometimes when we're so independent, it makes us feel a little scared to let others in. But Spirit is saying, you know what? Someone in your energy here really wants to help you in some way, shape, or form. What is this about? Please, Spirit, what do they want to help Cancerians with? Could even just be like getting you groceries or whatever. Ooh, sobriety. Okay, some of you might be trying to abstain from drinking or any type of vice for that matter. Could be shopping, food, drugs, or even just a diet. Maybe somebody wants to love and support you on your journey to health and wellness, right? Because the Pentacles signifies that as well. So don't feel that you have to do this on your own. For those of you that may be fighting with addiction, Spirit is telling you, you don't have to do this on your own, okay? Adult children in reverse. Oh dear. For others of you, you may just be dealing with some people who can be a little bit immature, a little bit flaky, a little bit hard to rein in. But at the end of the day, not everybody is like that. And maybe that's what it is Spirit is saying, you know what? Maybe it's time to start expanding your circle of friends. Maybe even some of you are at the point now where you don't want to be an adult child anymore. Maybe you're getting past the partying stage. Maybe you've been partying for a good while and now it's time to just chill out. What is this stubbornness? Sentimental feelings. Okay. For others of you, you may have feelings towards somebody and maybe you're fighting that. Maybe there's something you should be saying to someone. Maybe there's something that you want to do for somebody, but for some reason you're not doing it. What is this? The World. It could be an ending because the World does represent endings, and it's like there's some lesson that you learned back here, but it's just a matter of whether or not you can let go of the past. Now, here's what's interesting too, is that if some of you are going through changes, and sobriety could even mean removing toxic people from your life, right? So if that be the case, it can signify that it's an end of an era, an end of having these toxic people around you. And now it's hard because you're at that point where you've just got that little push to go before you start a brand new journey. And what's holding you on, maybe you're feeling stubborn because you don't want to let go of these people. Maybe you're changing and you're evolving and you're at a point now where different things matter to you than what used to, right? And you don't have to be who you were yesterday. But perhaps some people that, you know, have been on your journey for a good while are expecting you to still be the same person, but you're not. So that could be what that is. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit hesitant on ending old cycles, because that also means sometimes that we have to allow different people in, right? Our circle of friends always changes. Like, for example, one of the reasons why I got rid of my personal Facebook account is because I started realizing that I was staying stuck. And when I say stuck, I mean I had friends, I had thousands of people, and they were all throughout my life, but they were from different points in my life. And the thing is that I had grown, they had grown, we had changed, and really, as much as it's great to have people there at the end of your fingertips, it also keeps you stuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then you're not venturing out into the world. You're not learning different things. You're just holding on to the same old. And myself, in my journey, I feel like we're meant to have different chapters. And especially because we're all spiritual beings, I don't feel like we ever say goodbye, right? Like, we'll meet each other again in the afterlife, always. So even if I didn't see somebody again for the rest of this lifetime, I know full well I will see them in the afterlife. So I take comfort in that, and that's why I treasure those moments, but I also recognize that sometimes a new chapter needs to begin. But I wasn't able to do that if I felt the need to constantly be there for the past, right? So I got rid of that old Facebook account, and I tell you, it felt amazing. It was weird at first because there was this emptiness, but then that filled with the new experiences that I was meant to have. I wouldn't have started tarot. I wouldn't have, gotten another dog. There's so many things that I wouldn't have done if I kept myself in yesterday, if that makes sense. I don't know. But time is fluid. Each of you have your choice. But I feel that some of you are at that point right now where you're like, I know I have to let go, or I know that if I let go, it would be good for me and I could start a new chapter. But I feel like you're beating up on yourself a little bit because there's a part of you saying, but I have to stay because I do love them, or I have to stay because we've come this far. But you know what? You'll get there. And then this surrender your need to always be right. What is that in regards to, please, Spirit? So I feel like some of you are in a really good growth cycle right now. Self-employment. Look at you. So this new chapter in your life could also mean that you are thinking of opening your own business. Maybe this is it. Maybe some of you are scared to leave a job at this point in time because it brought you money and security, and you're worried because you are afraid to take that leap just in case you don't have the security that came with the full-time employment, right? And being on a payroll. But also, I feel like the reason why you're doing this is because somebody in the environment probably didn't recognize your skills or utilize your skills to the best of your ability. And because of that, I feel like some of you are going to be branching out, and maybe that's just what it is just getting that strength to take that leap of faith. Like, hey, can I do this? Will I be okay? I think Spirit is telling you will be okay. But let's just double check here. Spirit, what is this self-employment and the surrender your need to always be right? There you go. You're not listening to your intuition. Maybe you're feeling a little bit powerless. Maybe there's just things you don't see at this point in time, and that's why it's hard for you to envision. However, I do feel the Lovers. There you go. I do feel that you will be making the choice in the near future. And if you do, I feel like you're going to feel whole because it's going to utilize every part of you. It'll use your masculine energy, your feminine energy. You'll be able to use everything and every part of you. Use your mind, your body, your creativity, whatever it is. And that will make you feel whole. And as you feel whole, you'll attract people that love what it is that you have to offer. Okay? So there's that. Let's get you a card from this deck. What else is coming towards my beautiful Cancerians? Ooh, Wizard of Awareness. Wasn't I just talking about this? 3. So in my mind, again, it's about becoming aware of our old patterns and making changes to it. Making changes to our lifestyles, opening a new chapter, and becoming aware of the things that have held us back. I love this card as well because a lot of us are so busy in our lives that we don't stop and actually look at what we're doing. You know, we're just on autopilot. But it says your soul knows best, so be still and observe. And that's the thing. The High Priestess in reverse, normally when she's up, she sits back and she observes, right? But you haven't been taking that time, so I don't think you've been connecting with your power. But this says mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you, and it applies to the environment within you as well. So if you're struggling inside of yourself, stepping into an observer position, it gives you a new powerful perspective that will neutralize discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. So wearing the world as a loose garment, it requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that does happen to you for that matter, is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. Wow, wasn't I just saying that? And I'm getting the definition in specific from this book for you because I don't want to miss any important pieces. But no matter how much you want things to stay the same, the Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. So I think that that's exactly everything that we've been talking about here. And maybe that's the thing, is you're afraid that you're not going to get support and love if you have to move on from old experiences and into new ones. But this is telling you that everything is going to be okay. You don't lose anything. It just simply changes, right? And how many times do you look at the past and you found yourself alone and you thought, oh, you know, I lost my best friend, or I fell out with this person, or I fell out with that person, or I lost this job, and you thought, oh, it's never going to be good. And then all of a sudden you got a better job, or you got self-employed and you started making great money, or you lost a romantic partner, but then somebody better came along, right? So it's all about that experience and writing a new chapter. And I think that that's just what Spirit is saying. So I'm not sure what it is that you need to jump into right now, Cancerians, but go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm really excited for you guys and everything that's changing for you. Sending you guys so much love. Thanks again for being here. Bye.